Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. Let's get into a little bit of kitchen table talk. Up first, announcements for the week. Myself and Abby Reviews will be back tomorrow night for the first 4 episodes of Bridgerton Season 2. So if you care about Bridgerton and you want a fun, lighthearted, not too deep, but just funny, fun time review, come over and join me and Abby tomorrow night at 6. Before that, tomorrow night is Survivor season finale. I really love Survivor. You all know that over here. So tomorrow night, I probably around 5, before me and Abby, before Survivor comes on, I'm going to do a video of just guessing who we think the winner will be, just in general about the season, having a good chat about Survivor. So look forward to that tomorrow night at 5. Then, of course, on Thursday nights, as usual, it will be the Survivor and the Challenge Lives. So that's what I have upcoming this week. So far, I don't want to make any promises for the weekend because I always make weekend promises and you just never know what'll come up. I might just need a nap. Who knows? But I know The GOAT. The GOAT is the Thursday night show that I usually review on Friday. I did watch the latest episode of The GOAT. I really just ain't had nothing to say about it because it wasn't as drama filled as I thought it would be. So this Friday, I'll probably combine both episodes. But kitchen table talk. If you missed the last video, I was running late and I was stuck in traffic. So I didn't have time to make the slides for kitchen table talk, but we can still talk about what I'm going to talk about. I just don't have any visuals. So let's just jump right into it. I'm going to save the Real Housewives of Atlanta drama for last so I can monitor my time. I want to start with the election drama so far with celebrities. I'm going to talk about Cardi B and Amber Rose first. Let me first start off by saying this is an election year. If you have not voted in the past and you're 18, you're newly 18, please register to vote. Number 2, I do work for the U.S. government. I ain't going to tell y'all my business, but there's certain things about politics that I can and cannot say via social media. I cannot tell you who to vote for. I will never say anything negative about any sitting president, no matter who it is. Because at the end of the day, that person signs my check. And we got a rollout that we ain't supposed to, that we can't do that. So I'm going to try to touch this Cardi B and Amber Rose situation the best way that I can without getting myself in any trouble. With that being said, 2024 is an election year. I can encourage you all to vote. And I want to encourage you all, especially the audience that watches Kiss My Cheeks TV that is younger than me, please research the candidates, the issues, all the the laws, all the laws that we will be voting on in this upcoming election. I ask that you Google. You can Google anything and find out anything. Get that information for yourself. Ask people for clarity if it's needed, but make your own decision without depending on these celebrities who really half the time are doing this ish for clout, who are saying things about politics just to be saying them, knowing that what they're saying is going to be an issue, but they're saying it not really because they care about politics, but just because they want their name to be trending on social media because they're saying these things. And by celebrities, right now, I'm talking about Amber Rose and Cardi B. Hey, Anastasia, you're not too late. You're not too late. And definitely not late for the challenge. That's going to start at 6 o'clock. So I can't be long with it, what I'm about to say. Amber B, I'm going to address you first. Amber B was seen supporting Donald Trump. That is her prerogative. Support whoever you want to support. I'm not going to tell you, I can't tell you who to support. But Amber B was catching backlash because she's the creator of the slut walk. She's like the millennial Gen Z leader for women's rights in some sense. Like what Amber B was doing with the slut walk, I was 100% behind because I understood the purpose. I can dress how I want to dress. I can walk how I want to walk. I can dance how I want to dance. And you don't have a right to violate me. Period. But why people were calling Amber B a hypocrite, you're standing over here in this slut walk. Now, I know that's a really, salacious name for her movement, but you're standing over here with the slut walk and everything that it stands for. But now you're standing next to a man who you heard out of his own mouth talking about, I like to grab the P word. It ain't been 10 minutes, so I can't say it, but y'all know what he liked to grab. It now people are inclined to change their mind. Maybe she do feel like women can be violated. Maybe she do feel like you put on a little short dress, you can grab it now. I'm saying maybe that's what Amber B thinks, but it just doesn't. To me, it seemed like Amber B posted that picture and said what she said because she wants to be talked about. And look what we're doing. We're talking about her. But I'm just encouraging you young people, please don't look towards these celebrities that are known for just wanting their names to be trending for your political advice. Now, Cardi B, I love me some Cardi B. But Cardi B was on the internet the other day telling people she don't like Trump and she don't like Biden, so she just ain't gonna vote. To me, Cardi, you have tens of millions of followers. That was an irresponsible thing to say. It was irresponsible, Cardi, because we know how important it is for everyone's vote to count. We've been preaching it for the longest time. I mean, since my grandmother had her right to vote, because my grandmother was one of those people that was born in a time where Black people didn't have a right to vote. And a lot of people felt like they were so beat up and so beat down. Well, my vote ain't gonna count no way. It don't even matter. We've been preaching for so long just to get, and your target audience are Black and brown people, Cardi. It ain't like you telling these non-melanated people not to vote. Your target audience is us. So for you to sit down and say, I don't like neither candidate, I ain't voting, that was very irresponsible. Now, to me, Cardi, if you ain't got nothing positive to say about this upcoming election and you don't want to do any harm, keep that to yourself. You ain't got to vote and we ain't got to know it. That's the whole beauty of this democracy, that everything is private. You ain't got to vote and you ain't got to tell nobody that you didn't vote. That's your business. But for you to broadcast it to your young followers that probably feel the same, and they mamas, now you ain't got to worry about my son, he votes. We ain't talking about over here in my house. But in some households, parents are preaching the importance of registering and voting. And here come Cardi, well, I don't like neither one of them, so I ain't voting. I just thought it was very irresponsible thing for you to put out on your platform. Some things, celebrities, if y'all ever come across Kiss My Cheeks TV, some things y'all can't keep to yourself. And Cardi, that was one of them. You could have kept that to yourself. You could have kept that to yourself. Now, again, I can't say anything about one candidate towards the other, who's sitting in the office or not. I can't personally say my opinions about them on social media. That's some real kitchen table talk. But I just want to encourage everyone to vote and to please look at the issues yourselves. Now let's get into the nonsense of Roa. I wish I had time to upload my slides. I don't. I'm going to just go to my phone and we're going to talk about it old fashioned. Where y'all want to start? Y'all want to start at the Royce. How do you say the name of that car? Because I want to call it a Royal Royce, but it's spelled like Rolls Royce. I'm just gonna call it the Royce because it's halfway a tongue twister. My ass don't need to learn how to say it because I ain't never gonna afford it. Because even if I hit the lotto, I don't want one of them cars. They ain't all that to me. But anyway, let's just talk about the Royce first. That's crazy. I can't say Royals. Is it Royals? I want to call it Royal, but it's called Royal. The Yars. What is the Yars? Is that what they call it? Royal the Royce. That's what I'm gonna call it because I can't figure out how to say that shit for nothing. Anyway, I wish I had the pictures, but you really don't need the pictures because the commentary you can't read no it. We all know last week was Shamia's birthday, and her husband gifted her a Royce as a birthday present. And Shamia caught the Holy Ghost. She was jumping up in them heels and dancing and everything. I'm happy for you, ma'am. You know, it's nice when you really want something and someone surprises you, your husband, your parents, whoever, and you get it. So congratulations, Shamia, on your new car. It's beautiful. It ain't all that to me, but it's nice. It's nice. Why the Go Body is got in it and just couldn't say happy birthday to Shamia, I don't know. But Simon had to come around. I'm giving y'all the cliff notes. I ain't about to read all that mess. Simon came around and said, congratulations on your new Royce, Shamia. It's good to know somebody on Roa still has one. So, you know, everybody on the internet was like, what? Simon took Portia's Royce back. Why can I not say Simon took Portia's Royce back? And I was like, oh, not again, Portia. Not two marriages where you got to walk out the door but what you had in your suitcase. Now, I'm saying this time you have some more expensive things in your suitcase, and at least you still put that house in your mama name. But you ain't learned yet, girl. If a man buy you a car, tell him to put that shit in your name. Don't buy me no car and it be in your name, and then on the day you get mad, you snatch it back from me. That's not a gift. That's a loan. He bought himself a car and he just letting you drive it. That's not buying me no car. If you want to buy me a car, go ahead and put my name on the title because it's mine and you pay for it. I know that man ain't snatch up your Royce, Portia, and you ain't learned 2 marriages in a row to put your name on some. You already put your name on that house, and we about to get into that house in a second because some shady going on with that house. I can't put my finger on it. I ain't no real estate know-it-all, but some shady going on with that house. But so Portia came back after Simon, put his shady comment, and she was like, well, at least Shamia husband. She said, at least Shamia husband is a U.S. citizen and don't owe no private jet balances. Something like that. It was real shady how Portia said it. She said a little bit slicker than me. I said, no, y'all ain't out here arguing, fussing, and fighting about y'all marital issues on social media. Entertain me, please. I don't care. But what scares me about this is that Simon and Portia doing all this back and forth on the social media, but when the cameras come up, Roa is gonna be dull. They ain't gonna talk about none of this. Portia is gonna be mute. She already can't film in this man's house, and then let's go ahead and get into that because I'm highly confused. She already is not allowed to film in this man's house. He probably gonna set up some kind of gag order to where she can't say his name. I don't know if it got there yet, but cameras, I don't even know if the cameras are up and rolling in Atlanta yet. Y'all missing out on so much. But it was rumored a few months ago that Simon put Portia out and Portia was back at her house that she gave to her mama. But if you look on social media, because we not done, Portia, she's still living in Simon's house. Like her, if you see pictures, I got hiccups of her and PJ, they always in Simon's house. And I'm gonna call it Simon's house because he said his name is the only one on the deed. I don't understand how that prenup stuff go. I am married. But one thing you can guarantee is my name is also on that deed. Ain't nobody gonna put me out of nothing. So that anyway, if you look at her Mother's Day celebration, she held Mother's Day at Simon's house. The kids were swimming in the pool. So I'm like, I'm highly confused because if Simon is selling the house and Portia's not allowed to film there, why hasn't Portia moved back to her mansion? Because it ain't like she living up in here where I live. Like she has her own mansion in North Atlanta, up there in Sugarloaf area. Why she ain't moved her and PJ back over there? Girl, you can install a pool. Put your mama in one of them guest rooms and you get your master bedroom back. Like, I don't understand why she hasn't left this house, especially with Simon today posting that he homeless. They trolling us. I know they're trolling us, but I'm just reading down the tea of what they're posting. Simon said, I would like to publicly thank the mother of my 3 minor children who stepped up to provide cover for our minor children. Weren't them children living with their mamas anyways? Sir, what are you talking about? Didn't they just come over your house every other weekend? What are you talking about, sir? We are into the 3rd month of litigation. Without proper visitation, these women have played their part as co-parents and are now asked to do more, with the added burden of caring for my children when they are supposed to be in my care. My children are growing and maturing every day, and unfortunately, they do not have the benefit of my presence. Now, he the one that just flew over to Dubai and was all over social media, was like, well, some of us have to work outside the United States, so we can't help it if we got to be over in Dubai. But, sir, you can't be in one post complaining about your children not being in your presence, but then in the next post bragging about being out the country because you have to work in Dubai. It doesn't make any sense. And again, you ain't never been the primary parent of these children anyway. So what are you thanking their mother for? Because they can't come see you on the weekend? Seemingly, everyone wants to focus on everything but what's important in a family, especially when it comes to children and co-parenting. I have a joint physical custody of my kids for 5 years. Those boys are in my home 2 weeks out of the month. Okay, I guess he just checked me. I don't believe it, but okay. I also have visitation rights with my daughter, who is 11 and lives in California. And last minute had it diverted to Dubai for spring break. What? She is ultimately out of a home for 3 weeks during spring break. All children are her. Whatever. He is complaining because Portia is in the marital home and he got out. But I don't understand. That's why you can't believe everything people say. I don't understand why, if the house was in his name, why does he still let Portia stay there? And his kids have to be displaced. Send Portia back to where she came from, follow the same road that Cordell did, get your bag, get PJ's bag, and go on back over there to your mama house or your house, Portia, that you gave to your mama. I don't understand. A lot of this feels like a scam. Like we're being scammed for a TV show because it doesn't make sense. Especially now that he says the house is sold and Portia is in the media or in litigation saying she deserves half of the equity in the sale of the house. Now, again, I don't know nothing about that prenup. I don't know nothing about that soft life. Because you better believe if I ever sell this house, half of the equity belongs to me because my name is on it. And I paid for half of it too. So I don't know nothing about that soft life contract. But I would believe if Portia's name ain't on it and she ain't paid for none of it. And Simon also said that what did he say? I'm trying to remember because I ain't had time to do the slides. He also said they only been married for 453 days. It seemed like do you know how much money they spent on all them weddings they had? Simon, just give Portia half the money because y'all wasted over half of the equity that you done made on this house on them 2 weddings, probably on the dress alone, all them dresses Portia had alone. Y'all did all of that to be here. And I really feel like y'all playing in my face because I don't understand how Portia hates this man. Y'all on social media reading each other back and forth, but ma'am, you still sitting in this man's house when you got a house of your own. It can't be that serious. Unless Portia done did some dumb shit like sold her house. I don't know why you would ever sell that house. Maybe you'll get it right on the third marriage, Portia. It just doesn't make sense to me because I'm the type of person when I'm done, I'm done. I can't be done with somebody but being like, oh, but I'm still gonna sleep here until you put me out. Like, does this man have to put you out? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, but both Simon and Portia messy. I know one thing, we better see this drama on the show. I don't think we will. I don't think we will because we're already going down the pattern. One, I don't think the cameras are up and rolling because I heard that they weren't going to start filming until the end of this month. And we're kind of still in mid-May. They probably still got another week before they start filming. Maybe they have start. I mean, I don't think we will, but we shall see. The last thing I want to talk about real quick. How many minutes I got before? Okay, I got a few minutes before the challenge starts. Okay. Portia was also talking about the new castmates, and she said she get along with everybody, but the new girl Kelly, I believe. The show ain't started, girl. If I got your name wrong, I figured out by the time the show come on, probably in a year from now. But anyway, but it came out, and then you can't believe everything that come out on social media. The girl Brittany is Fallon's cousin. So when Portia came around, it was like she get along with everybody but one girl. I thought she was gonna say Brittany because I thought, Brittany was gonna be throwing her cousin Fallon in Portia's face the whole time. If Brittany and Fallon are really cousins, I'm happy to hear that she's not fighting her cousin's battle on this TV show because we don't want to see that. One, we don't care. Fallon's marriage lasted the same amount of time Portia's marriage lasted to Simon. They both getting treated pretty much the same way. They leaving the way they came. And ain't neither woman better off than the other. They both let the man hit it for a little bit. They got paid or the benefits of the wealth while he was hitting it. And now they gone. Though Portia ain't all the way gone. So I'm just happy that Brittany isn't fighting her cousin's battle. I don't want to see that. I'm kind of curious why Portia doesn't get along with Kelly. We got to have some distinction. Like, it can't be a kumbaya season. We got to have some mess, so we ain't going to watch it. Be honest. Be honest. We ain't going to watch it if it's all, oh, I like, girl, you look so cute. Oh, girl, who did your hair? Oh, girl, that's some go naked. Oh, if a season was like that the whole time, we'd be like, y'all could have left Marlo on for something. Anyway, y'all, I do have a challenge chat. The tongue twisters. A challenge chat coming up in 7 minutes. For my challenge chat, I do want to have my slides together. So I'm going to end this live a little bit early. And that's pretty much all I got to say about the hot topics of the day anyway. So I'm going to end this one. Come back in 5 minutes for the challenge. I got a little bit of tea about some guests that may be on Traders Season 3. And then a little bit of tea about this new vacation crew and new love in the air. I got some thoughts about the challenge. So I do want to get my slides together for that. So give me 5 minutes, come back. I'm going to try to read. I ain't got time to figure out how to read it. Just click back on it. I'm gonna have my technology down. Just don't worry. The more I practice, the better I'll be. Every reality show has drama. If they don't, it would not be good. Right. We ain't about to watch Roa be kumbaya. Y'all didn't fire Marlo and Sheree to give us kumbaya. Y'all bet somebody better have a conflict. I don't care if y'all make up the next episode. Somebody better be reading somebody or I'm not watching it. Now, we don't want y'all to go all the way over there to Zeus. But y'all better be shady or something. But anyway, y'all, I talk too much. I got to get off here and do my challenge slides. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I say this every week. I'm going to try to do more kitchen table talk dailies. I'm trying my best, y'all. I'm trying my best. But I am starting to get back in the gym. It's hot outside. I'm going back to Aquafit. So I'm putting a lot on my plate, but I like to be busy, but I have to keep my YouTube channel in the forefront as well. So thank you so much for sticking with your girl. I'll see y'all in 5 minutes. Have a good one, y'all. Bye.